Yo, what's going on, guys? Plentix here. I'm coming at you with some more Black Ops 3, and in today's video, it's very special because it's the very first episode of our Black Ops 3 tips and tricks series. This episode is going to be public match tips, and it's going to be how to stay alive longer, how to get streaks, how to drop streaks faster, and how to get massive amounts of kills in Black Ops 3's games. Alright, so today's game, I'm going to be playing Domination. And I do several things in this game that I'm going to mention while I'm commenting on it, and I'm just going to show you guys what I do and or not what not to do, just so you guys can get a sense of how I get streaks and just easy ways of staying alive. The very first thing, the minimap. Now the minimap is very crucial to location knowledge, of enemy players, because when you see a red dot, an enemy player is shooting, and then you look on your minimap to see where they are. Now, a suppressor, it kind of fucks up the damage, and I don't know, I don't really use it on guns. I haven't really tried it, but I know it does fuck up damage. It's a slight amount, and I just don't want to deal with any of that shit. So I'm not putting on suppressor on any of my guns, but what I am doing is putting Ghost. And Ghost helps me stay off the enemy team's minimap when they have a UAV. If I'm moving, when I have the perk of Ghost, I don't show up on the enemy team's UAV, and this is very important because UAVs are some of the most common score streaks in Call of Duty. They're easy to get, they're pretty low score streaks, but they're very good, so people will rock them a lot. And if you're running Ghost, that just completely eliminates any fucking thing that the UAV can harm you for. It actually helps you because if your team, isn't running Ghost, and the enemy players look on their minimap and they go, oh, there's a red dot, that's who I need to kill. They're not focused on anyone else on the map because they don't think you're there, And then when you come out of you can come out like right in front of them, they'll probably looking at their minimap. If you have Ghost, they're like, oh wow, he has Ghost right away. When that's what I always say when I just get killed, and they don't show up on the UAV, and right there, do not challenge, gunfights you don't think you're gonna win. I had an SMG, I was getting a little cocky, he had an AR, and he was on a head glitch, so I should have just backed off, After this fucking triple kill, I probably would have gotten streaks, but also, did you notice there? I got 385 points, and that's because I got an extra 25 points per kill because of all those players. They were capping our flag, so it says killed attacker, and it gives me extra points. And let me just reiterate to you guys, these are score streaks, they're not kill streaks. You don't get your streaks just because of kills. You get it because of kills that give you score, and other things that give you score, like playing objectives, like capping the flag, capping flags in domination, capturing hardpoint, capturing the hardpoint, getting kills, just a bunch of things. And other things like uplink, you get caps for obviously uplinking, and you get caps while enemy players are near the objectives. Like if they're near your uplink or they're near your flag that you need to cap, then you get points for like killed attacker, killed defender, things like that. So, play the objective, get kills as you play the objective, and these will just add up, and eventually you'll get score streaks. Work your way up. I like to start with the UAV, then the hater, just because the UAV, gives me a knowledge of where most of the players are, and off that, I just make sure I don't look at I only look at my UAV because, like I said, I'll have false fucking security, and I'll think, oh, this is the enemy, this is where everyone is on the enemy team. I'll look at the dot, and sometimes I like to count them just to make sure, count the dots, if there's 6, none of them are running Ghosts, so you know exactly where everyone is, and that's really good. But if there's like 4 or 5 showing up, at least 1 or 2 are running Ghosts, and so just be cautious and always look on your actual screen, not your minimap. I get caught looking at my minimap a lot. Another thing is, kind of stay on the edges of the map. If you stay on the edges of the map, you'll get picked off less. If you're in the middle of the map, you're gonna get maybe like 1-2 kills, and then the third guy will come just because there's so many people in mid usually. But if you stay on the outside of the map, usually you just pick off like the stragglers, and plus if they see the enemy team sees that their teammate died on some random outskirt of the map, they're not gonna be like, oh, I gotta go chase that guy down. But if you're in the middle, they probably will, because you're closer to them, quicker they can get to you. Just have crisp shots, get your accuracy on point, go play some custom games, whatever you gotta do. If you're shooting circles around players, it's not going to be very beneficial. You're going to miss bullets and you're going to get outgunned, and that's how you die. Alright, and one more thing to keep in mind about the minimap in Black Ops 3 is it's widescreen. So you can see further to the sides of your character on the minimap than you can see in front of you. So, if an enemy player shoots and you can't see his dot because it's too far, just turn sideways. I call this minimap augmenting. If you turn sideways, you can see further on the minimap. This helps with gunfire and, you know, when you have a hater or a UAV, because instead of just seeing like the big clump of generally where they are, like in front of you wise, you know, you can turn sideways and see exactly where they are on the map at that current moment, you know. So turn sideways. You can see further on the minimap. Another thing, you know, kick kills while you're capturing flags gives you points, a lot of points, 200 points, capture kill. But, you know, just do stuff all around the objective, help out with the objective, it'll all add up. You know, use your score streaks sequentially. You know, when you get into tough gunfights like this, I just called in my UAV, and I thought I was going to die, so I just boosted up into the air, and, you know, he misses shots. If you're moving, chances are the enemy player will miss bullets. So if you don't miss bullets, then you're going to win the gunfight. So stay moving, you know, especially if you're in a tough situation like you just called in a UAV. If you're about to get your Big Daddy kill score streak, just kind of pick off stragglers, you know, don't go for those big 5 pieces or 6 pieces or whatever, you know. Just stay on the outside of the map, pick off the stragglers one by one. Eventually it'll all add up to the Big Daddy, and if you already have your hater, it'll add up to the Big Daddy very soon. And the last thing I'm going to tell you guys is use your specialist while you have haters, because you know where everyone is at every fucking time, and you know exactly where they're going, how many of them there are. Just use your specialist. I guarantee you you're going to get a couple kills at least if you use your specialist with the hater, you know, even with the UAV. And you know, it's kind of hard to shoot it's long range with the scythe, that's why it's a little wonky in that middle kill there. But anyways, it has been Plentix. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next video, and I'm just going to put some music over the rest of the game, and enjoy.
Time that we fell into silence, we open eyelids. Another time that we felt like we shouldn't try this, but you would fight it. We were young and didn't know the cost that it would take to get down. But I would give you anything just to keep you. Lay it down, boy.